the monarchy after Harry and Meghan used their vile Netflix reality series to try and tear down the late Queen's most treasured institution. Here's a reminder.
Commonwealth is still discussing.
Girl, you are not ready for this tea. So guess what? Prince Harry is reportedly spiraling, like totally losing it. And why? Oh, just a massive bombshell he never saw coming. And the man behind it? None other than Tom Bower. Yep, that Tom Bower, the royal biographer who's basically a one-man wrecking ball when it comes to the monarchy. This time, he's dropped tapes. Yes, tapes. And people are saying they're the kind that change everything. But it's not just Harry who's caught in the middle of this firestorm. Oh no, Meghan Markle is smack dab at the center of the chaos. And let me tell you, this time, the world might not be ready to forgive. Apparently, these tapes have Meghan speaking freely in private, and what she says? Honey, it's not just shocking, it's chilling. We're talking raw ambition, backdoor deals, and get this, something involving the kids she claims to call her own. Yeah, you heard that right. Hold on, because the most jaw-dropping part?
That Netflix series did, literally a few weeks ago, then all of a sudden they say, but come on, we want our Californian kids to be prince and princess. It's beyond a joke. It's beyond a joke.
The phrase rented kids? It's not just online gossip anymore. It's allegedly on tape, like actual audio recordings. Let's break this down, because these first 5 revelations, they don't just shake the table. They flip it entirely. Sources close to Bower are saying Meghan's heard on these recordings outlining a plan, and not just any plan, but one to manufacture a picture-perfect family. All for the cameras, all for the media, all for the brand. She apparently says, and I quote, "People connect to stories about mothers and children. That's how you build empathy." Wait, what? That's not a mom talking? That's a marketer. Cold, calculating.
I mean, they are the arch hypocrites. And what's so awful about the Commonwealth thing is that it's vital for Britain. It's important for the 54 nations who are part of it.
And here's the truly disturbing part. This isn't about whether Archie and Lilibet are real. This is about why they're being presented the way they are. Legal experts are jumping in now, saying that if these tapes get leaked or brought into evidence somehow, there could be actual international legal consequences. People are now questioning if Harry and Meghan's parental rights could be reviewed under UK law. That's how serious this is. Bower didn't just wake up one morning and find these tapes. Nope. He's been collecting them, compiling an archive like some secret dossier, phone calls, voice memos, transcripts, all going back as far as before they even left the royal family in 2020. And the timing couldn't be worse for Harry and Meghan.
Demeaned it by saying that it's all Empire Stroke 2 and the Netflix thing. But of course, the greatest damage which the Sussexes have done to the Commonwealth is their accusation of racism. The royal family is racist, which he then peddled back on Harry because he knew it was untrue. It was one of Meghan's many lies. And that is really what's so awful. That's why...
If these tapes are proven real, they could obliterate Harry's royal legacy. Gone. Just like that. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Meghan's political dreams? Exposed too. In one clip, she reportedly talks about using the optics of motherhood. You know, looking like a modern mom with a global family to boost public trust. Like playing into American values, feminism, and social justice, all while allegedly curating her family to fit the brand. It fits, doesn't it? The brand partnerships, the feminist documentaries, the carefully worded interviews. But if motherhood was only part of the image strategy...
Yesterday to assert the importance of the Commonwealth, he's quite right, but whether that'll save the institution...
Well, the problem is it's had none of the pickup as the Netflix series did. What did you make of the prince and princess thing? Because it felt very telling to me that the royal family didn't update.
That's not inspiring. That's terrifying. And here's where it gets heartbreaking. Insiders say the tapes reveal Harry had doubts. Yup, one moment reportedly catches him asking, "Do we really need to go this far?" But Meghan allegedly replies, "It's already done. This is who we are now." That just crushed me. That's not just manipulation, it's surrender. Harry, who once fought for truth and mental health awareness, now sounds like a man who's lost every last shred of himself, giving up his crown, his country, and now, possibly his identity, for an image. And let's be real, the public, who once rallied behind his pain and struggles, might not be so forgiving this time.
Do you think Charles was hoping that Harry and Meghan would say, "Oh, you know what, we actually don't want the title"?
Well, I think this is a very sad indication of King Charles's weakness. He should have signed the letters which prevented them taking the titles. And just in the same way that he can't decide.
For years, Meghan and Harry have kept their kids out of the spotlight. No full-face photos, no public appearances. Everyone thought it was just protective parenting. But now, in light of these tapes, it's starting to look calculated. Royal experts are pointing out something pretty wild. There are almost no clear, unedited photos of the kids, like literally none. Suddenly people are asking, was this all a cover-up? Could it be Could it really be that Archie and Lilibet were used as props? As part of some highly polished illusion? I mean, that sounds insane, right? But after these tapes, people aren't dismissing anything anymore. And buckle up, because the media storm has only just begun.
I mean, clearly as a father, he'd like him there, but this isn't about being the father. This is about being the head of the nation. And he should make quite clear that Harry is not welcome. But everything about Charles is so indecisive. He can't even at the moment decide whether he should wear a uniform or not on the coronation, or breeches. And he can't decide which religion.
The royal family? Oh, they're in panic mode. Behind palace walls, it's full crisis control. Meghan's Hollywood career, her political aspirations, her image as a loving mother, all of it, under siege. The fallout from these tapes is global. People around the world are now questioning everything about Harry and Meghan's narrative. And guess what's getting the most attention? Yep, the kids. The very foundation of their family-first brand is now being shredded. As soon as news of the tapes broke, tabloids went into frenzy mode. Headlines screamed accusations. Was Meghan faking the whole thing? Are Archie and Lilibet even real? Why are they so hidden? Where are the real answers? Public curiosity exploded. And suddenly, Harry and Meghan, once seen as media-savvy survivors, now look like they're drowning. Sources from inside Buckingham Palace say they're watching closely. There's a silent agreement to not say anything publicly, but behind the scenes? Oh, the royals are moving. Some staffers are allegedly building their own files, receipts to counter the Sussexes' narrative. Others in the palace are saying, let's just wait it out. Let time do its thing. Because sooner or later, they believe public sympathy will fade for Meghan and Harry. And social media? Oh Lord, it's a war zone. Hashtags about rented kids are trending daily. Supporters and haters are going at it like never before. But even people who used to defend Meghan are now saying, hold on, what if this is real? Legal experts have jumped in too, saying if even a shred of the rented kids story is true, we're looking at major legal consequences, custody questions, potential fraud, even criminal charges, especially if surrogacy or adoption laws were bent, or worse, broken. And because Harry and Meghan live between the UK and the US, this could be a jurisdictional nightmare, the kind that drags out for years in courtrooms across countries. Meanwhile, Harry, insiders say he's at his lowest point, feeling betrayed, totally isolated, mad at the media, sure, but also battling his own guilt. Because deep down, he knows he played a role in this. His relationship with William, basically non-existent now. The brothers used to be so close, now it's radio silence. And everyone's wondering, is this the scandal that finally cuts them off from the royal family forever? And now, Hollywood, once Meghan's happy place, her empire in the making, is backing away, like fast. Multiple projects linked to the Duchess, paused, quietly shelved. Studio execs don't want the heat. Insiders are saying it flat out. Meghan's image as a strong, progressive icon is now damaged goods. Her whole vibe, it's starting to feel hollow. And Harry, his Netflix deals, Spotify projects, and production plans, suddenly under review. People don't want to risk their brands by being too close to this growing circus. And their foundation, Archewell, oof. The donations have plummeted. Public support practically vanished. Donors are distancing themselves, citing concerns about the headlines. Behind the scenes, employees are reportedly panicking, confused, frustrated, like, where is this all going? Because right now, no one seems to have a clue. Meanwhile, back in the UK, the pressure is mounting. The British media and public are demanding answers. For a royal family that's built its legacy on discretion and silence, this is the ultimate test. Will Buckingham Palace finally break its silence? And for someone who built her public image around racial justice, women's rights, and being a voice for the voiceless, that could be the final nail. And it gets even sadder when you think about Archie and Lilibet. Their tiny, rare glimpses into public life are now cast in doubt. The smiles, the silhouettes, the birthday photos, suddenly people are questioning everything. Were they staged? Were they even real? Insiders are now worried that the children are going to be dragged through this storm, turned into pawns in a high-stakes game of media chess, used by both supporters and critics. It's heartbreaking. What kind of future can they expect now? How can they ever have a normal childhood when the world is questioning their very existence? And the scariest part? This might only be the beginning. What if it's true? What if we've been watching a royal performance all along? And what if the price of that performance was their own children?